What if Willy Wonka isn't just a quirky candy man, but a shape-shifting archetype? A guide, a trickster, a reflection of our own inner terrain? The chocolate factory isn't just a dreamscape. It's a symbolic map of the psyche, a ritual of descent, a mystery school disguised as musical theatre. And Charlie? He isn't just some lucky kid, he's us. Every soul longing for more than crumbs, every psyche aching to remember itself. This isn't about candy, it's about initiation. Through shadow, temptation, chaos, and choice, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory becomes an alchemical fable for the soul's journey. Not just Charlie's, but yours. The entire narrative is encoded with the language of transformation, Jungian motifs, esoteric death-rebirth cycles, the confrontation of shadow, and the emergence of the self. Charlie Bucket is the humble ego, the still center in a world of grasping hunger. He is pure-hearted but not naive. His goodness is quiet resilience. In Jungian terms, Charlie begins as the archetypal hero. Not the brash warrior or conquering king, but the meek, the overlooked, the worthy. His psychic starting point is unspoiled by ego inflation. He lives with scarcity, but not resentment, with limitation, but not envy. He dreams, but does not scheme. He desires, but does not demand. His virtue is not performative. It's essential. Even Charlie dreams of escape, but his dreams don't devour, they whisper. His longing isn't hunger, it's homesickness for the self. The golden ticket? It's the call to adventure, the factory, the threshold. And unlike the others, Charlie's passage is not achieved through force, but fate. His ticket is a miracle wrapped in chance, a synchronicity that marks the soul's readiness. The hero doesn't force the journey, it arrives when the psyche is primed. His journey aligns with the classic hero's journey. The call, the crossing, the ordeal, the return. But in psychological terms, it's ego moving toward integration, facing the fragmented self, and surviving the fire of testing. Every trial he witnesses is an invitation to reflect, not just observe. And he watches. He absorbs. He doesn't rush to react. He waits, listens, learns. The four other children aren't just spoiled, they are archetypal shadows, ego distortions, and if left unchecked, trap the soul. Each is a cautionary tale, not of morality, but of psychological imbalance. Augustus Gloop, gluttony incarnate. He represents the part of us that consumes to avoid emptiness, a hunger that has nothing to do with food. His fall into the river isn't just a punishment, it's symbolic drowning in unconscious craving. Baruch Assault, entitlement. The inner tyrant, the unexamined desire that believes the world owes us its bounty. Her descent down the egg chute mimics judgment and exile, rejected by purity. Violet Beauregard, achievement and ego. She doesn't chew gum, she weaponizes it. Her identity is her trophy shelf. She is ego as performance. Her inflation literally expands her to bursting. Mike Teavee, cynicism and disassociation. Drenched in screens and irony, Mike is the intellect cut off from wonder. He mocks the sacred. His shrinkage is the collapse of soul when mind severs itself from mystery. Each child is a shadow that has been given the reins. And in the dream logic of the factory, each is undone by their own distortion. They don't fail tests, they reveal their own limits. Their exits are not acts of cruelty, they are metaphysical expulsions. The factory cleanses itself. These aren't punishments, they're revelations. What happens when you confront the parts of yourself that demand, consume, dominate, or numb? The factory doesn't lie, it reflects. And those Oompa Loompa songs? They're not scolds, they're invocations, archetypal chants echoing from the depths of the unconscious. Like the riddles of myth, they offer a truth most egos are too loud to hear. Rhythm, repetition, and absurdity are the language of the deep psyche. Willy Wonka is no mere eccentric. He is the archetypal trickster, the psychopomp, the self as a chaos clown. He isn't your friend. He isn't your mentor. He's the storm disguised as whimsy. He will show you your sacred ruin and smile. Like Hermes, he leads souls through liminal space. Like Mercurius, he confounds. Like the hermit, he knows and tests. He is not safe, he is not kind, but he is necessary. Wonka is the one who dares you to fall apart, who will not hold your hand but will laugh as your false self crumbles. He is discomfort. He is divine chaos. He makes you question not only what's happening, but who you are in the face of it. In alchemy, Mercurius is both poison and cure, sacred and profane. That's Wonka. He doesn't explain. He reveals. And if you're wise, you watch how he tests, not what he says. He shows no mercy, because he wants the real you. The parts of ego that cling to pride, fear, greed. He feeds them to the factory. In this sense, he is also the shadow self, the part of Psyche willing to destroy illusion so truth can surface. The chocolate factory isn't real estate. It's the inner sanctum, a sealed vessel, a mystical womb. In alchemical terms, it is the vas hermeticum where transformation occurs. Nothing here follows logic. This is the dream space of Psyche, where contradictions coexist and symbols sing. You don't walk through it, you dissolve in it. Every room is a rite. Chocolate river, the nigredo, dissolution, the flooding of ego in unconscious material, waters of chaos that drown what clings. Inventing room, the albedo, experimentation, purification through paradox. It's where ideas mutate and fail, and that failure is sacred. Golden goose room, the rubedo, where ego entitlement meets cosmic law. Here the self is weighed, not by morals, but by gravity. Value is not assigned, it's revealed. Like alchemical sorting, worthy or bad egg, gold or dross. Even the architecture refuses stability. Walls shift, directions collapse. This is the unconscious mind's territory, where only those who surrender can navigate. Linear thinkers get lost, only mythic sight survives. And again, the Oompa Loompas, not workers, not slaves. Think alchemical gnomes. They are keepers of the inner text, delivering truths in riddles and rhyme. Their dance is incantation, their song, psychic correction. The final act isn't a climax of action. It's the climax of ego. Charlie, offered a betrayal route, refuses. This moment isn't about obeying Wonka. It's about transcending the game. In Jungian terms, this is the transcendent function. The synthesis of opposites, the ego aligning with the self. Charlie forgives the madness. He returns kindness where none was owed. That's not just virtue, it's sovereignty. Charlie chooses truth over transaction, soul over strategy. It's not moral purity, it's surrender. And in that instant, the spell breaks. The test was never about candy. It was about integrity, integration, inheritance of self. Wonka shifts. The trickster becomes the teacher. The gate opens. Charlie doesn't win the factory. He becomes it. Because he was always capable of becoming it. The factory was a mirror, waiting for someone who could reflect it whole. But the journey doesn't end with the Gobstopper. The final image, the glass elevator, isn't transportation, it's transmutation. It rises not just through the roof, but through the psychic ceiling of limitation. It's the soul, now united, breaking through the confines of form. The glass is transparency. Elevation is liberation. Together, the clear ascent of the integrated self. Charlie doesn't just leave the factory, he rises with it. He is no longer the observer, he is now the architect. And the sky, it's not the limit, it's the invitation. Willy Wonka isn't a kid's movie. It's a mythic descent, wrapped in glitter and sugar. Wonka is the trickster at the gate, the chaos guide who mocks your masks, the self who won't coddle you. The factory is your inner terrain. The children are your shadows. And Charlie? He is the part of you that still remembers how to hope. So next time you watch, don't look for plot. Look for yourself. If this invocation resonated, ensure you don't miss future explorations by liking and subscribing. And if you're moved to support this mythic work, you can find a link to our Ko-fi in the description below.